Hi, Butter, and welcome to the third video in the 59 second to your best 2011 series. This is a video series that I've been running and which is culminating in a seminar, and my good friend Heikki Bach will tell you a bit more about this in the special bonus video that follows this one. That journey towards the 3% club, video 3. Question 3 that we want to deal with in this video is, how will I get from here to there? Meaning, how will I get from A to B, where I am right now to where I want to go? And ultimately this question, Peter Drucker said the following: there is nothing as useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all. Are you sometimes doing things that aren't taking you to that end goal where you want to be? Well, the chances are, if you don't know exactly where you're going, that we are actually engaging in things that's not getting us anywhere. And that's our challenge in understanding how to get from point A to point B. I want to share a little video snippet with you, and it's called The Miracle Mile. And it's a video that's been taken about 60 odd years ago. And it's from Roger Bannister, who was the first individual who was able to run a sub 4-minute mile. Now, what makes this so extraordinary is the fact that it was thought at the time by physicians that it was humanly impossible to run this 4-minute mile. Enjoy this little video clip with me.
Roger Bannister, third from the left, gets away at the Iffley Ground, Oxford, for the race of his life. For years he has dreamed of becoming the fifth forward with about 250 yards to the tapes. Bannister has done it. Though he's out on his feet, his coach and team manager tell him.
In this race, and the question as to how will I get from here to there, Roger simply knew that he had to start at the starting point, he had to get to an end goal, which was a mile away, and he had to do that in the fastest time that any human being has ever run, a sub 4-minute mile. He had to get beyond that question as to whether physicians thought it was physically possible. In his mind, he knew that it was. And that was simple for him to go from that conscious mind power to tap into that subconscious super mind power. And that's tapping into that genius component. But what he had was a mirror, and I call it a loving mirror. He had a coach who told him before the race, when Roger said that he thought it was impossible, it was a really wet, windy, cold day in London. And his coach simply said, Roger, today is as good a day as any day. The chap that came second was Patrick Landy, and he shared the same view to his coach, and his coach didn't give him that mirror feedback. Got a simple question for you. What's the color of your eyes? Well, I'm sure you know the answer to that. If I ask you, how do you know? It's because you've got a mirror to watch into it. But what if you didn't have a mirror? Well, you would have to gauge that from other people. Get loving mirrors in your life, and they will help you from point A to point B. The next important thing that we'll cover in the seminar is how to take action, because that has stopped many a genius to actually achieve that elusive goals that they want. The third component is tapping into that genius mind power. Give you an understanding as to how your brain works and how to use that capacity of your brain. That keys that we want to share with you, something that will expand in the seminar, which will simply give you guidance as to how those tools can be efficient and used in your life. Stephen Covey said that the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Do you know what they are? Do you know what are those priorities that will take you to that next level, to achieving those ultimate goals? Join us in this next video, which is a bonus video by Heikki, invite you to that seminar that we're holding. It's a limited seminar. There's only spaces for a few people, so please don't hesitate if you want to join us on this exclusive event where we're going to share this exact ideal map as to how to go from point A to B and how to achieve that elusive goals that you want.